I have often said, when you walk on the path, so many forces of confusion, emotion, ignorance, obstacles appear on the path. It doesn't matter how many obstacles, and they are not only trying to tempt you, but they create obstacles. It is said that when great rishis and muni and high being did tapasya and sadhana, first came the fear. All the fear came in form of demons, physically appearing demons to frighten the seeker. A story of Dhruva, when he did tapasya to Narayan, Vishnu. So many demons came to frighten him. But his determination to continue meditation and concentrate on Narayan Vishnu was single do or die sankalp. Then came temptation, offering of all sorts. Dhruva rejected that offering. Finally, his tapasya was complete. And Vishnu appeared. By then he had lost all the desire through tapasya. So, when his tapasya was complete, sadhana meditation complete, Vishnu said to him, initially you had started the seeking me because of your affection of winning the affection of father. Your father didn't allow you to sit on his lap because your stepmother objected to it. So he was very disappointed and he decided to go to take refuge of Vishnu. So, because you have initially have a desire, first you have to go through desire. And only when all desire is fulfilled, then you come to me. So Vishnu granted him the Dhruva loka of his own, and he became the king, emperor of that loka, Dhruva loka. In astrological chart of Indian astrology, they point out the Dhruva a star, Dhruva star, very shiny. Even when in the evening you see Dhruva point out. So he had the Dhruva loka like a Prithvi loka. There are many lokas, and Dhruva loka was created for him to reign supreme. And only when he has gone through this, being the fulfilling all desire, he could unite with the Vishnu. So often I have reminded people, when you are seeking walking on the path, obstacles are there. The important thing is, remember, if you cannot walk further, then you should not, at least don't walk backward. In many cases, I have seen seekers and aspirants start, and not only they stop walking forward, they're walking backward. We have so many cases throughout time. And last 15 years, all of you have experienced how people who started walking and got to the point, and something happened. And nothing happens actually, many times nothing happens. And then they decide, in many cases nothing happens. And they walk backward, they go to such a lowest level of being so negative. They don't mind attacking the very being who has inspired them. We have seen time and again, in a few years' time, with all of you. You have seen time and again. I have seen countless times throughout the time. So my advice has been always to people, if you can't walk forward, do not walk backward. Don't go in reverse gear. Because what you have accumulated, keep it. And then resume it. This car reminds me of Mercedes 600. So they call you resume a speed. You press the button and resumes the speed, automatic acceleration. So remember to resume. It's a good idea to, huh? A good idea. Yes. I can understand then walking sometimes overwhelming experience. You want to have pause. But when you have pause, the point is there is nowhere to go. Surdas ji says, Surdas, one of the blind, he had no eyes, but he had inner eye. And he says to his mind, Mero man nat kahan sukh paave, Mero man nat kahan sukh paave, जैसे उड़ी जहाज को पंछी उन्हीं जहाज पे आवे मेरो मन अनंत कहाँ सुख पावे. My mind cannot rest anywhere but you're at your feet. The bird who sits on the big boat flies away in the big ocean. There is no other boat. There is no other boat, never to be seen any boat except one boat. Mahasagar, great ocean. There is only one boat. So this bird comes back and takes refuge to the original boat. Mero man anat kahan sukh paave. My mind cannot rest anywhere else but except at your feet. And he gives the example of bird who looks for another boat. There is no boat. There is just water or fire. There is no rescue. There is no refuge. That's true. Because you take refuge in your worldly things, worldly people. People can only give you what they have. They can't give you what they don't have. Your expectation is high. You expect something unusual. But where you can get, you have to go back to your source. But people look for the alternative. सुख पावे मेरो मन अनर कहाँ सुख पावे मेरो पे आवे मन अनंत कहाँ सुख पावे मेरो मन अनंत कहाँ सुख पावे पंछी जैसे उड़ी को पंछी जहाज पे आवे अनंत कहाँ सुख पावे मेरो मन अनंत कहाँ पावे जहाज को पंछी जैसे उड़ी जहाज को पंछी उड़ी जहाज पे आवे मेरो मन अनंत कहाँ सुख पावे मेरो मन अनंत कहाँ सुख पावे. So it's very beautiful. Surdas ji explains, "O my mind, where you will go? There is no refuge except the one place, Divine Supreme Abode." So, whenever mind is fearful, you want to give up, remind yourself, there is no other place. So, pause is all right. You got caught in diamond, gold, cigarette, candies, coffee, chocolate. It doesn't matter. It's not so serious. Serious is that you go backward. There are two ways. One to supreme bliss, other extreme pain and suffering. There are two ways. So if you leave the supreme way of bliss, you go to extreme way of pain and suffering, andhakar, darkness. You go towards darkness, go towards light. You have no third way. So, on the path, you can take rest. You're climbing Himalaya, and you get tired. Your destination is Kedarnath, Badrinath, Manasarovar, Kailas. And then you walk towards, you get tired. So you relax, take time. You can sleep, rest. But don't give up, don't go backward. Going backward is the problem, because you will never forgive yourself that you went halfway and you returned halfway. We used to swim Ganga, and the Ganga current was very high. So we had few sadhus with me. We swam. So we came halfway. Current was too high. So I said to sadhus, there is no question of going back. So have a strength and cross the river. Because there is no guarantee that you will drown on the way back. So continue front. Sometimes Ganga used to be very, very strong current. We used to swim in the month of May, June. The water is very cold and very high because glacier melts and water comes from glacier. So you can't give up. You can relax, but you cannot give up. Giving up, going backward is the worst thing, because there is no way. But this play goes on. We see what happens. People get caught. I have seen with the President, Prime Minister, King, Queen, that getting caught into a small Maya manifestation and depriving themselves of the higher and highest. That is the part of process of going further. But determination is very important in sadhana. Determined to achieve. Because there is no other way. If there is other way would be, then one can see. But other way, all the ways are ways of misery, disappointment, pain and suffering. Only the divine path is the path worth walking to.